Hello, today we're going to do lesson 11, solving word problems. Very easy lesson. So let's read the first example. It says 42 students can ride in a bus. If there are 15 buses, how many students can ride to the game? So we have a set amount. We have 42 students that can go in each bus, and we have 15 buses. So what we have to do is we have to multiply 42 times 15 because that will tell us how many students total can go in those 15 buses. So we multiply. 5 times 2 is 10 and 5 times 4 is 20, so plus 1, 21. Then we leave the space and 1 times 2 is 2 and 1 times 4 is 4. So we add that and the answer is 630 students. Now notice that here is very clear that they're telling us how many are in each bus and then that there are 15 buses. So it's clear that we have to multiply because we want to find the total of students that can go. Let's look at the next example. In this one, it says 42 students can ride in each bus. There are 1,500 students who want to go to the game. How many buses are needed to take all the students? So in this case, I clearly have to divide because I have a total and I have a part and I need to know what is the other part. So I divide these. I can get the 15 and so I get 150 divided by 42 and that is 3. So we multiply 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 times 4 is 12. When I subtract, I borrow from here and so that will be 10 minus 6 is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2 and 1 minus 1 is 0. Then I bring down the 0 and I divide again. When I divide 240 divided by 42, the answer is 5. So I multiply 5 times 2 is 10 and 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1, 21. I subtract and the answer is 30. So notice that's what's happening here is that there are 35 buses that will go full. But I still have 30 students that want to go. So even though I won't be able to fill up completely another bus, I need to bring 35 full buses plus another not full bus. Okay? So in total, we'll have to take 36 buses to be able to take everyone that wants to go. So as you can see in these exercises, it's not just doing the calculations. You also have to use your logic and answer the question logically. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Read the question well and understand what they're asking. The next example says 580 students will be as evenly divided as possible. That's very important. Between 30 buses, how many students will ride on each bus? So we have 580 students that are going, and we need to divide them evenly, but in between 30 buses. So we're going to divide these. Notice that I don't need the zeros. I can just cancel them. And this is 5 divided by 3 is 1. And I subtract, and that's 2. Bring down the 8. So it's 28 divided by 3, which is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And when I subtract, I have 1 left. Now let's look at these. What are we looking for? Well, we have 580 students, we have 30 buses, and we're going to put 19 students in each bus. Now notice, if you remember from the previous exercise, the buses were able to hold more than 19 students. In the previous exercises, they could even hold 42 students. But the point is that we need to take all 30 buses, and we want to divide the 580 students as evenly as possible. So what we need to see is that there will be 19 students in each bus of those 30 buses. But then there's one student that is still left here. So what does that mean? It means that there will be one bus that has how many students? Well, the same 19 plus one more. So 20 students. And then I have to subtract the 30 minus 1 is 29 buses that will have 19 students. And this is very important that you understand it. Notice what is happening. We have 19 students in each bus, but the buses are not full. And we have one student here that is left that we still need to take to the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that extra student, we're going to put it here on another bus. And so we will have one bus, only one bus that has 20 students, but then the other 29 buses will have the original 19 students. Okay? So imagine if there were 3 students that were left here that we still had to put, then there will be 3 buses with 20 students, because we want to do this as evenly as possible. So we want to put 1 student more in each bus. And then we would have to subtract the 30 minus the 3, so 27 buses. We always want this total of buses to be the original, which is 30. And those leftover 27 buses would have the 19 students. So be very careful with this so that you understand what is happening. Okay, chicos, so that's it. Now go do your exercises and have fun. If you have any questions, let me know.